What's going on, Washington football team fans? It's your boy back with another video. What can we say? The Riverboat Ron Rivera era began with a W. And I'm going to be honest, when we fell 17 to nothing, my girl came in the room and said, "What's the score, babe?" I said, "Oh, the Eagles got 17, we got 0." She said, "The same old thing." I said, "I don't know. I hope it's the same old thing." We had 4 sacks at that point. We was beating Carson Wentz up even when we were losing. So I was thinking that we still had a chance if the offense clicked and the offense did just enough with the defense to win. And I'm happy about that. 8 sacks. Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Matt Ioannidis. Matt Ioannidis. It started with Matt Ioannidis. And we'll get to that later. Kyle Smith, we're going to get to Kyle Smith, the thing that he's been building. We're going to get to that a little later. But this is the thing. We have an identity. That's something we have not had. I can't even think of the last time we had an identity. I want to say, 90 something. Because the whole millennium, we really haven't had an identity. Yeah, we had a few playoff teams here and there. You know, we did have a few playoff teams here and there, the Robert Griffin team, but it was really no identity. The identity was Robert Griffin that one year, and we were still a 9-7 ball club. The year that Kirk Cousins, that is, we were still a 9-7 ball club. So even when Joe Gibbs was, I think we were 10-6 one year, and we were 9-7. Sean Taylor and all those boys. We was a pretty good football team at that time, but we still didn't have an identity. What's our identity? Our identity is we're gonna destroy your quarterback. We're gonna beat him up. That's the identity. Thanks to Riverboat Ron Rivera and the great Jack Del Rio. Jack Del Rio is kind of reminding me of the Pittsburgh Steelers' old Dick LeBeau. I was a head coach a couple of times. It didn't work out, but defense is my strong suit. And as long as that man's in charge of a defense, you're going to get smacked in the mouth. And we've seen it time and time again on Sunday. Time and time again on Sunday, man. Yeah, do we have a few things to clean up? Troy Aikman, he got to get better, but I think he's going to get better. That's the scary thing. Troy's a fast man. He can get to this side, to that side. He just got to get his game under control, which I think he's going to. The people's champ, the people's cornerback, Jimmy Moreland. I did a video on him last year when I was in the DMV in Baltimore, and when we drafted him, I was more excited about the 7th round pick, even though I knew what Chase was going to do, even though I knew Haskins' potential. Jimmy Moreland, man, Doug Williams called him a thief, and as you see, you got to see a little bit of the thief yesterday. Greg Manusky can't coach his way out of a wet paper bag. So of course you couldn't see anything from Jimmy Moreland and Troy Aikman last year. We had no coaches. Okay. And everybody and if you try to look at anything Washington football team, they're saying it was Carson Wentz that lost the game. They're not saying that our defense won the game. They're saying that Carson Wentz lost the game. Cool, I'll take that. But 8 sacks, I beg to differ. Yeah, I know that they had injuries, so what? We've been injured for the past few years. The curse is lifted. The great Native Americans lifted the curse. You can see it. We're playing football. We look like a football team. We're not the same old team now. This is the Washington football team. This isn't the same team right here. This is a different. This is different. What else? Receiver play. That's gonna get better. It's going to get better. Everybody pump your brakes. We don't need Odell Beckham. I mean, and we really don't need Odell Beckham. We don't need Antonio Brown. We don't need those guys. Could we use them? Yeah, but see, we're trying to build a culture here, and when you try to build a culture, it looked like to me everybody's bought in. You don't need to bring somebody in that. I mean, Odell, great player. I love him. AB, a real good, real great player, Hall of Fame player. I love him, but we don't need any me guys. We need we guys, and this is what Cal Smith has been building. Cal Smith, we got to give it up to Cal, and I'm gonna tell you why we have to give it up to Cal. We started with Matt Ioannidis, then Jonathan Allen. Then the next year after that, a lot of Redskin fans was very upset. I remember these things now, that we didn't get Derwin James. Derwin James has been injured the past 2 seasons. Deron Payne has been playing. So I think Kyle Smith, we owe him an apology. And then we didn't stop there. We didn't stop there because Kyle Smith knew he was building an identity. And in building an identity, you got to stay with the plan. Yeah, things come up. Yeah, Dalvin Cook's on the board. Yeah, Derwin James is on the board. No, stay with your draft board. And now you can see that's taking flight. We didn't stop there. After we got Payne the very next year, Montez Sweat, another animal. 8 straight sacks. At the end of the year, he ended it with 7 sacks. 7 games, 7 sacks. Now this is 8th game, 8 sacks. Montez Sweat's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem. Then this year, Chase Young solidified the D line. We got a crazy rotation that's coming. The ageless wonder, Ryan Kerrigan, still our D leader. A lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people on Facebook. I'm in the biggest Redskin Facebook, even though we're not the Redskins anymore, group there is. Everybody wanted Ryan Kerrigan's head. And a lot of people wanted us to draft that boy Andrew Thomas over Chase Young. Where are you guys at? Where are the guys at that wanted us to draft Andrew Thomas and wanted us to get rid of Ryan Kerrigan? I want to know where you guys are. And the guys that said draft Derwin James and not Deron Payne. Where are you guys at? Cal Smith knows more about football than you guys. That's just, it is what it is. Okay. Riverboat Ron had to get the IV at halftime. Haskin gave the speech. We came out there like dogs, even though the D-line was already playing like dogs. Yeah, we gave up a little something in the beginning, but you got to understand about a Philadelphia Eagles team. If you understand anything about West Coast football, you have about 15 to 20 scripted plays, and they come out and they were running the script. When the script was over, we started smacking them in the mouth. Kendall Fuller, Jimmy Moreland, Troy Atmey, Landon Collins. I mean, yeah, Darby got beat deep. I mean, that boy Rager's a problem. That boy Rager's fast. I mean, he can beat anybody deep man to man. So I mean, that's gonna happen. But I think what showed me that this team has character is we sucked that up. We got punched in the mouth and we punched back. Kind of like Evander Holyfield does when he was out there boxing. He'll get punched in the mouth, but at the end, 12 rounds of boxing. Floyd Mayweather, you can hit him early, you ain't gonna hit him no more. This is not your mom and pop's Redskins. This is the Washington football team. We got a leader. We got Bruce Allen out of here. We got a real head coach. Snyder stepped out the way. He's in year 21. It took him 21 years to figure it out. Excuse me. It took him 21 years to figure it out. Now that he's figured out, I'm not saying that, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year, but we're going to smack some teams in the mouth. We're going to smack some teams in the mouth. So, I'm just happy. Everybody just enjoy this win. But now it's time to get back to work. We got Airy this week, Kyler Murray, D-Hop, Fitzgerald. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not going to be easy. That's a different brand of football. But one thing I know is, Kyler Murray's fast, but our D-line is fast. Aries O-line, kind of suspect. Montez is going to feast. Chase should feast. Matt Ioannidis should feast. Everybody should still feast. So, first video back a little rusty, but I'm gonna keep it consistent. I might do another one today because I'm ecstatic. I want to see what everybody did before I put this out. The Washington football team. It's a new day. The curse is lifted. Riverboat Ron, the Riverboat Gambler. We got the Riverboat Gambler, and you see his brand of football. We do not quit. We do not put our tail between our legs. None of that's going on anymore. This is not, no, that's not happening. So everybody, I'm gonna salute you and get ready. I'm probably gonna do some things uncharacteristic like notes. I don't do notes. I'm gonna do notes. We're gonna get right for this airy breakdown, and hell to the football team.